guys, today we are going to refill our taco bean supply, I guess. We've eaten all of our taco beans, which is just pinto beans canned with taco seasoning that we have found that we really enjoy. Blaine's gonna help us today. So Maddie is doing her schoolwork before Blaine starts with school. So we already have our jars sterilized and ready to go. So we're gonna fill them up with 1 cup of dry pinto beans.
Can I scoop it?
Yes. And to a quart jar. All right.
Bean overboard.
Oh no. How about I pour in? All right. Dump it in there.
Reverse.
So we're gonna fill up our jars and then we'll be back.
I have a lifetime supply.
This is just 7 pounds of tacos.
That's a lifetime. We never get tacos.
Okay, so we ended up with 7 quarts of dry pinto beans, each having a cup in there. This is a lifesaver. Get you one if you don't have it. So now we are going to add a couple tablespoons of chicken bouillon that we made the other day, and then about a tablespoon of taco seasoning that we also made the other day.
Can I do it this time? Oh my God. It reminds me like it reminds me to be like chocolate cake powder. That's what it looks like, but it definitely looks like that.
Okay, where's your cup?
At least that piece got out.
Yeah. Alright, let me do this.
And I think I found a bean.
You can put it in there. Okay, so now that we have our seasonings and our beans in there, we are going to top these off with water, leaving an inch headspace, and wipe off the rims and get them in the canner. So we decided to do half water and half chicken broth. So Blaine is gonna fill up the last jar with chicken broth. Ooh. There you go. To an inch headspace. And then we'll have him wipe off the rims. Alright? Good job, buddy. Okay, so now because we had some splashes, we have to wipe off the rims so we'll get a good seal. So what you do is we're gonna go like this.
Okay.
Okay? Can you do that to all of them? Good job. Alright. Now we're going to add the lids and the rings until it's just finger tight. So like this and no more.
Okay.
Okay?
I can do that. You do those little flat parts. I'll do them.
No, don't push it down. Just lay them on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, careful. Right?
I thought it was the other way.
It's okay. Alright, get one of these.
I'll do that one.
Okay. Good job. Alright, now we're going to load up our canner. Okay, so I already had a little bit of water in my canner, and then I did a splash of white vinegar. That just helps keep the cloudiness off of the jars and is totally optional because you can just wipe your jars off afterwards. So my canner is a 7-quart canner. It's got 7 quarts in there. So we are going to start this up. Okay, so the top is on, and I do not have my weights on yet, and the vent is open. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna put it on about medium heat until the steam starts coming out, and then we'll put our weights on. Okay, so we finally have some steam going. Both of the little ports are steaming, so now we're gonna add our weights. And for our altitude, we're looking for 10 pounds of pressure, and we're gonna do that for 90 minutes. Okay, now that we're at about 10 pounds of pressure, we are going to turn the heat down to maintain that pressure, and then start a timer for 90 minutes. If you were doing pints rather than quarts, you would do a 1/2 cup of beans and pressure cook them for 60 minutes. Other than that, we'll see you in 90 minutes. All right, the timer is done, and now we are going to turn the heat off and then release the pressure. And this is the scariest part for me, just because it's loud. And we're gonna release the pressure and let it cool off. Okay, so I pulled out the beans from the canner, and they're looking pretty good. Now, I did have one that lost some of its juice. As long as it's sealed, it is okay to put on the shelf, but I will probably put it in the fridge and use it up in the next couple days. But other than that, we're gonna leave these out on the counter overnight and see if they all seal.